he ain't even a special
family
guest.
legend,
we
icon. In like probably 2 or 3 genre of music.
Yeah,
The crazy part, I was telling a man earlier when he called me, I was like, I was one of the first dudes came over here when we first was doing the shows or whatever, and then to see the growth, like I seen all the artists in the DMV, everybody coming through here and showing love, and that shit, that was salute to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I was here when the vision was starting, and I seen the vision, and now to see it continue and to see everybody coming through and showing love, and my feed always full of new content and new shit, so salute to y'all, man. That's good love.
Thank you, my guy. First of all, let's get to this goddamn watch, okay?
This nigga, yo, you see this nigga, bro?
Yo, do you see this fucking watch? I'm not even, so listen, I'm not even a jewelry guy, my nigga.
Fly as shit, yo.
But that's a fly ass watch. What kind of watch is that?
It's that Diesel. It's Diesel, man. I'm trying to get all of them, man. It was hard for me to find a watch. Like, I get a watch and it be real small. I got a big ass hand, so this watch was like, damn, and it just stand out. And everywhere I go, everybody talk about the watch, so it's a nice conversation piece. So
You fly as shit, bro.
Nah.
Fly as fat nigga besides me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be cool and shit. Nigga fly as shit, this motherfucker.
Yeah,
but Gordo, go ahead.
You out here, you out man by the fat niggas today too, bro. You can't crack them fat jokes today. We'll jump your ass.
That's the reason.
The good thing about the jumping ain't gonna last long, but we'll jump the shit out you, nigga.
Yeah, that's the reason I got the name Gordo though, cause growing up, a lot of people have fat jokes, and I always used to get into fights, cause I'd be like, yo, I don't like people clowning me. But then one day I was like, man, if I start calling myself fat, then they don't got nothing to say about me, cause now besides me being fat, what you got to say about me? I get more bitches than you, I got more money than you.
They be like,
so that is like, all right, nigga, I'm fat. So what? What's up
Gordo means fat.
Yeah, it means fat. Like my name means fat boy hustle in Spanish, so it's like Gordo Brega, and like Brega got a double meaning, so it's like a problem or hustle. So it's like fat boy a problem, or you know what I'm saying, fat boy hustles. You know what I'm saying? So that's my name.
They love our fat asses.
That sounds very exclusive to the I guess to the English folk. And I can promise you, a lot of motherfuckers didn't know that. That's what it means.
Yeah,
I swear
it means Gordo Brega, man. Fat boy hustle. Fat boy a problem, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. All my life, that's been my name. That's
I'm Gordo Sip, cuz.
Straight up. Yeah, Gordo big, man,
Yeah. Hey, Gordo, you said something, the first thing you said when you mentioned you was on the first interview that happened here that we started the show, right? There's something special about that I always admire. I think you're a visionary. I think you play a role in a lot of, from the trail, you play a lot of role in a lot of folks in the DMV, whether it's DJ, radio, music, and stuff like that. You ever thought about being like an A&R to where you like direct or a career of not just musicians, but like a move? I'm not saying NW. I'm talking about like that's not just you
Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy you ask me that, cause the older we get and the more we learn in the game is like the different roles you see yourself playing. You know what I'm saying? My dream was to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But I always had the gift of, you know what I'm saying, meeting young talents and bringing people together and doing other things. So, sometimes you want to be known or want to make it big at something, but like God put you in another direction and bless you with another talent. And sometimes you just dream chasing so hard that you block yourself from seeing that. And now I get an opportunity to sit back. It's not no real pressure to drop music, and I'm working with a lot of the young artists. Like, we gonna talk about that. We got JG, Riff, Twinsky, man. A lot of the young dudes is coming out right now. But it's like they brought that energy back at me, like when I started with Trail, with the Glitchies and them. You know what I'm saying? So my more is like I'm trying to be Phil Jackson, man. I'm trying really right now, like really direct this whole movement with my experience and the things I've been through and help as many youngins as I could. Like, my dream is to have a music school in DC in the next 2-3 years. So that's something that I want to do, man. So we gonna do that. Like, that's good that you said that, man.
Yeah, because I definitely see, like, not to even compare it like Rick Ross because it's fat, but I definitely see you like as a boss and just having a whole bunch of young niggas. And not even just music. That's kind of what I was trying to get at. I feel like you have the eye to see things before they come out. You have the eye to see the baby in the belly and say, yeah, that baby is special.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and shout shout out to my brother Wardy, man, from All His Own Music. He's the CEO of All His Own Entertainment, and he really like my like that's my brother, but he really like my life coach. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times I might be hard on myself or not seeing things through, and he just like he's the reason that we keep all this shit together with All His Own. So like. Him getting in my ear about this, like, yo, you see you got all these youngins coming around and all this talent in the city and you know everybody, you like the only one that can really glue things together, man. Like you really need to go after that, nigga, and watch how big we gonna be. And now that I start seeing and I'm calling the people on the radio and I'm calling all these promoters and everybody like really like, Gordo, whatever you want. I'm like, damn, it's that easy. I didn't even know I had that type with you.
I think you already made a sacrifice for it.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, that we worked hard. Like we really worked hard. Like when I told you about Meek Mills, how we used to open up for Meek and them. We used to open up for a lot of these rappers and a lot of things when they was coming through DC. And we was, before the internet, we really had to go to PA to get known. We really had to go to Miami to get known. And now that's our advantage because we really have fan bases in these places that we touched. So now, besides the internet, people really fuck with us on another level. So that was the beauty that seeing the hard work paid off now in DC, where it's at right now. We're seeing the Trails, the Shot Glissies, the Rico Nasties, the Cuter Fools, the JG Riff, all these that you can name at least 10, 20 rappers right now that people are listening to and fucking with out of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. That's unbelievable to me from where I started at. Mm-hmm. So that to me is we won already. You know what I'm saying? Like we winning already. Mm-hmm. Once we realize that and start working together, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I think I could play that role and gluing people together and like making people see the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we trying to do.
I do want to say this, like besides, you know, a lot of the artists and stuff, and this is my personal opinion, but you know, besides the artists that you named, I feel like the DMV is dropping the ball. I feel like we don't necessarily make good music all the time. A lot of the artists are coming, you know, a lot of the other artists besides the artists that you named, you know, we're not getting the follow and the love because we're not necessarily making the greatest of music. So how do you feel about that?
You know, like sometimes you will have a dope ass player. Let's put it on sports because we all know sports. So you might have a fire ass player that just can't play in a certain system, but it'll take that specific coach or that trainer or that other player to bring the best out of them. I think that a lot of the veterans that make music in the city and a lot of the people that can actually help these kids develop as artists and show them more, they choose not to because they like, if you don't sign with me or if you're not down with my situation, I'm not helping you type situation. With us, we don't sign nobody. Everybody that's down with us is down with us because we building a family. These are my little brothers and my friends and my real peoples, you know what I'm saying? So when they see the efforts that we're making and we matching their efforts, it bring the best out of them. They might not even believe that they that nice, but just because you put them in that situation, in that comfort zone, they like, man, I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I think this is what we got to do more as the older guys in the city. We need to go around and actually tell them that we like their music. Call them up, even though if they don't know you. Call them up, like, yo, what's up, Cuter Fool? Yo, man, I like what you're doing, bro. Anything you need on my end that I can help, man, pull up, man. No streets attached, no nothing. Just on some me being part of the culture of my city, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a few of us to take the initiative, but I'm ready to be out here campaign and be the mayor of this shit, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna lose this time, like, as long as I'm here in DC, Maryland, Virginia, or that my team, All His Own Entertainment, got a part of it, like, we gonna push. And it's not even about being the best or taking clout or it's about helping the culture, man. I want my city to be on, man.
So as a rapper who also, you know, does the Latin music or whatever, one of the things that we've seen recently is that Latin music has been more prominent in hip hop.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Because you're one of the rappers that, you know, been doing it for a minute now.
Man, to let people know that us in DC, Maryland, Virginia, we started the Latin trap movement. Like, we started it. Like, I was rapping on Spanish trap beats back in 06, 07 when a lot of these kids that's out now was still in high school and stuff. So like but we was in DC, so it wasn't a big scene for American hip hop, nevertheless for Latin trap in DC. You know what I'm saying? Back then. So now it come full circle, and a lot of the new talents and people coming out, they making Cardi B really one of the main ones that like broke that barrier, like really, like, you know what I'm saying? J Balvin and all of them, you know what I'm saying? But Cardi B really made it mainstream, like kind of like what Nori did for reggaeton back then. That's what Cardi B did, you know what I'm saying? For you to have a record like I Like It Like That on the radio, where it's only one English verse, but it's on English radio on heavy rotation right now. It's something that we didn't see 5-10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Even though we always had a little Spanish hour on Spanish radio, a little bit here and there, but it was never like this record's so hot that you gotta play it. You know what I'm saying? So now you got 6ix9ine, you got Lil Pump, you got all these people. This is really Spanish kids, and their numbers is out the roof because actually now you got the Spanish community getting involved with everything. Like, we've been fans from day one. So, but now we got actually artists that we could call our own. Heroes, yo, this one of us right here. He Mexican or he Dominican, and you know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing, and you know they doing ridiculous numbers. The opportunity, yo, just with like getting money and like retailing and clothing. There's so much money in the Spanish world right now that it's a good thing. And here in DC, we got the two things that they want. We got the Spanish and we got DC. They want DC and the Spanish. So
that was kind of my next question. Yeah. You know, we know you from, you know, doing the regular trap shit, and then your Latin following is overseas and in Miami and stuff like that. How was the Hispanics and those type of people treat you here?
Yeah, I mean,
is it kind of harder for people to get here, or is it?
I mean, our city, man, man, like I'm one of the people that you can't get me to talk bad about my family. You know what I'm saying? So whatever problems we got in DC, Maryland, Virginia, where we're like in the Spanish community with promoters and DJs and all that and whatnot, I feel like behind closed doors and like real men, we gonna figure it out, because we have to in order to make this successful. You know what I'm saying?
So,
but
that's a real political. That's a real safe answer. I want to know, like,
here's what I gotta say. That you think it's a problem, or you think it's just young?
I think it's a problem, because it's just like the same like, if you've been in control of something for 10 years and you're not open for change and not open to see how everything has done changed, then it's like it's a problem, because the game gets younger every day. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree, because hey Mike, give me a second, right? So you know how you just said, and I agree with you 100%. I think the DMV is on completely, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, 10 years ago, you couldn't list the 10 artists from the DMV, right?
Yeah, at all.
So, no, we're talking about the Latin community, right? Like you said, you invented the Latin trap shit, right? You've been the only person that been doing what you've been doing for the past decade.
Stamp.
So now you got a few newcomers, like even though Cardi B is where she's at, but she's still a newcomer to what you have done, correct?
Yes.
So what I'm saying, that it's so young that just like how the DMV was young, like you said, now you hit cue to phone and say, yo, whatever you need, I got you. No street shit, nothing, just to support the culture.
Yeah.
Now you're okay with saying that. Back in the days, you weren't okay with saying that because of your heart, but more so because of how people would see as far as clout or whatever the case may be. But now you're more comfortable because we have grown, we have matured.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's still young a bit, and I feel like once it's mature and people understand more, once they get to your level of understanding your experience, because you've been through the whole shit.
Yeah.
So when you see something, you already know what's good, but they don't know, so they take defense, not knowing that, yo, this nigga really trying to help. Or, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it could work both ways. You know, like people are so used to being let down in a sense where somebody come genuine trying to help you. It's hard for you to accept that. I know that happens to me a lot. But like, where I think it's really if you really open minded to be like, okay, I might even initiate the conversation, then I will understand. But when you're just like, no, it's my way, or get out of here with that. This is what we doing. Then it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And it's more. That's where it's at right now. You know. And one of my DJs was right there, DJ Swizzy. That's one of my DJs. He actually worked with a lot of these people in a lot of the clubs or whatever, and he get heat for playing my records.
Oh,
So when you look at it and you be like you said, for all these years, we the only ones that was actually representing the city, going outside the city, putting on for the city. We just came from the Latin billboards. We was on the red carpet, and we was the only independent, only people without a billboard record on the red carpet. And people looked at that like, oh, that's regular. That's Photoshop. Or they wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? And for people to discredit that to us, how hard we worked to get there, it's like, come on, man. And we the only ones. And you got a problem with playing my record on the club. You got a problem with us coming to the club. You got a problem with anything they got to do with us. And we the only Spanish ones rapping for y'all. That's how they got us in the city right now. Like a lot of people know we don't speak about it, but like we getting banned from my own spot. So when I go to Sony Latin or when I go to my label and I be like, yo, this is my demographic, this is where I'm from, and they looking at my numbers in Miami, they looking at my numbers in LA, they looking at my numbers everywhere, and I'm booming, but I'm getting no love back home. They was like, yo, what's going on? You telling me you the only one out of DC, Maryland, Virginia. You got it on lock, but why they not booking you? Why you not in a club? Why the presence is not there? And I can't say. Like I can honestly be like, I don't know.
DC is the only area like that though.
That is what?
I feel like DC is the only area like that though.
Yeah, let me see who's calling. You think so?
Yes. I mean, we'll speak on it more in a second.
Yeah, Culture Links. Culture Links. Hello, what's the name where you calling from?
What's the number I'm calling from?
What's the name?
Where are you calling from?
Where you calling from?
We calling from DC.
What's the name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
You wanna holler at Gordo?
Yes.
You got a question for Gordo?
Yes.
What's the question?
Oh, Gordo, we looking at you. When is your next track? I'm waiting.
When is the next what? Hello? Y'all over there high as gas, young.
I'm about to start hanging out with Gordo, my nigga.
Yeah, I know, right? Fly nigga shit.
I'm about to hang out with Gordo, cuz.
That's sexy Bobby Chulo right there. Yes.
That's the fam right there, man. You already know, man. All is on MWA gang shit, man.
All is on.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I love y'all, man. Turn up.
Love you too.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Gordo, you gotta teach me Spanish, bro. You gotta teach me. I can go for Dominican, man.
That's
I can pull it off, sir.
I realized, man, without my family and my friends' support, man, I wouldn't be nowhere, man. And it's like really just seeing, like I said, back to my brother, man, Wardy, man, just seeing his efforts and the things that he do for us, like, it's just motivational, man. Like, if your friends and your families don't motivate you and you seeing them going hard don't make you go harder, then you shouldn't be around them and you shouldn't be with them. You should just run away from them, you know what I'm saying? And and I learned that the hard way, because I always try to help everybody. Like, I can't say no to nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I learned throughout the years, it's like you have to. You gotta be like, if you look around and they're not there, you can't mess with that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But my brothers and them, they always there, my family, my friends. So it's like, as long as they keep cheering me on, I don't care who like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk reinvent, right? Because you told to reinvent yourself.
Stamp.
That's
right? Crazy, yo.
Right. So what was that conversational decision? Or what was that? I think I'll probably answer that question for you, but I want you to answer it for the people. I think because you're so seasoned, you understand the game, which is why you did it. Yeah. Especially cutting your hair, right?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I mean, First, my shit was falling out. Nah, because I had braids for so long. I had braids for like 15 years. I had braids. I was in the 10th grade, so like I always had my hair was a part of my me. So me cutting my hair, it was something that people was not gonna expect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I had a problem with. I went to Atlanta for like 6 months. Trying to pursue my career, and like I was messing with Bankroll Fresh at the time with Street Money and them, and that's like right before he got killed. So we went out there, we tried to mess with them and build some. He got killed, so I just got really caught up out there. But I was just like partying, you know what I'm saying, the Atlanta life, you know what I'm saying. So I got real big, like I was like 410 pounds. So when I came back home, I went to the doctor, and they was like, man, you're gonna have diabetes, all this stuff and all that. I seen my mom's go through all her life, so I was like, man, I got scared. So I really started working out. So I was like, if I'm gonna reinvent myself, like I went from 410, now I'm 350. So it's like,
man, congrats,
so
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you. So we started going hard, and I was like, if I'm gonna make that change, then I'm gonna have to go change all the way. So from my parents, you know, I'm a hood ass nigga, so black tees, regular. Right. You would never catch me with no pink hat on and none of that. So I had to like be like, I'm about to change all that. I'm about to get fly. I'm about to lose weight. I'm about to cut my hair, and I'm gonna be the best version of me that I could be, just for me to feel good. Everything else after that gonna come. And that's how the blessings been coming. I worked on myself, and everything else been going good. Like I really like my vibe, and the place that I'm at right now is so good that I just want to share that with people. Like I'm
proud of you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk. You mentioned labels and Sony Latin, right?
Yeah.
Is that something we can talk about?
Yeah, it's something that we working on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jorge Fonseca. He's the VP at Sony Latin, and you know what I'm saying? He's a pretty dope. He was one of the first, actually like one of the first Latino rappers to do it. He was doing it back in the 70s and 80s, man, like when people really didn't rap. So when I sat down with him and he listened to my stuff, he was like, it's pretty dope. He felt like I bought like everybody so polished and so like commercial and so whatever, that he was like, yo, you like that real trap shit, like that's gonna work like on some Spanish big and all that. So it's something that he really excited about my project, and he wanna fuck with me, but it's still a lot of work that we gotta do on our end. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, just a love relationship. I feel that if everything go good, that's where I'm gonna be at. But if not, who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? Right now, just the fact that he loved my music and recognized that, to me, it was like, oh yeah, now it's time to really go hard. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, right now, like my focus with the Spanish thing is just really like, you know, I know Animaze was up here, you know what I'm saying? Animaze, JM, Nino Rubirosa, my man, E from the City. Like, we have a lot of artists out of DC, Maryland, Virginia right now that's coming, and they're young and they fresh, and I just want to motivate them and help them to really get that side of DC going, because I feel like once we get that side united and going, and when everything is going on the regular hip-hop world, it's like DC is just so much beautiful things could happen in the next 5 to 10 years that, man, bro, like we could probably be like the next Atlanta and all that, man, for real. And I really believe that. I always believed that from day one when it was 100 go-go bands, and we was with UCB and we was performing. The only time we got to perform was at halftime at the Go-Go. So now you got Q the Fool and Rico Nasty selling out the Fillmore. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I disagree with you in the statement where you said that, you know, DC can be the next Atlanta, because I feel, you know, it's a crab in a barrel mentality. So that's one of the things we have to. And I'm not just, because people always say that, but it's like a kid, right? It's like if a kid grows up, now I put it like a pit, because I love dogs. So they say you got a pit. You raise this pit outside, he's gonna be a wild pit. You raise him inside, he's gonna be a good pit. You know what I'm saying? If you raise a kid and you teach them every day since they're young in his rap scene in DC, you keep telling them, oh nah, we crabs in a barrel, nobody wanna help you, nobody wanna do that. Now you like program them without knowing, you program them to really believe this.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You really program these kids to really believe that nobody wanna help them, The city's a crab in a barrel. People don't give a fuck and all this. And now this is how they grow up to be.
Poison.
I feel like that's been the worst statement in DC, Maryland, Virginia history.
Thank you.
I disagree. You know why I disagree? Because it might have been like that 10 years ago. It might have been like that probably 5 years ago. But when you look at the way the city's lined up right now, you look at all these kids, like even from Fat Trell, Big Damo, Young Jose, No Savage, JG Rev, Cool Glizzy, all these dudes be in my studio every day. Like these dudes is working on such a big movement for the city, and all they keep saying is, "Oh, I don't care which one of us get on first. We gonna do this for the city." So when I see them growing like that and working like that, that crab in the barrel mentality is out the window for me. Because
we fight all the time about this, right? So it's like I keep on telling you, like I think we're on, bro. Like I think it's a maturity thing.
Yeah,
I think that we're so mature now. We don't care about those smaller things. I'm gonna use this show for an example. Like we're becoming a staple in the city with this show, right? And look where we came from. There's a lot of folks that don't want to come on the show, whatever the case may be, or whatever but look where we are with the show, because the show is mature. It's circulated through the neighborhood, and everyone is fully aware of the show. So when it comes to the music scene, people get in the game like a Trell or Glizzy or whoever got inside the industry and they saw like power play like a Meek Mill. Like Glizzy would tell you, he sat back in the studio and watched Wale and Meek work. And he took a lot from it, you feel me? Yeah. And look where he's at right now. So it's like a maturity thing. So when you see he go out, he shout out like Q, he knows the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna get old one day. You feel me? Like Gordo been around and he's embracing these young cats. He can never die when it comes to music or this industry. You know what I'm saying? So we're maturing so fast right now that to say we're still a crab in the barrel mentality, it's like
and it's today their defense, not to cut you off, today defense, it's like you put a kid from the hood, from the trenches, you give him an opportunity, you give him a check. Nobody ever taught him how to do business. Nobody ever told him how to keep it real with the people around you that's helping you or doing anything. So he just gone off the moment. You understand what I'm saying? So for him, you might be like, oh, he's supposed to be doing this. He's supposed to be looking out. But he don't know. He don't know how to do that. So it's like you expecting a lot from somebody. Not now. If you sit down with him and you teach him and you like, man, nah, bro, you're supposed to look out for this guy because he held you down. This is how the business go. You're supposed to reach out. And they got people like that in their corner, then it's different. But this is young dude. This kid's like 19, 20 years old.
But what I'm saying, like, I agree with everything you just said. But besides you and maybe a couple others, who's really taking the time to do that? What is not getting done? It's been happening since I've been DJing for 10 years, even till now. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been no. I mean, a lot of the artists here, and a lot of the artists here feel entitled, like we should already know who you are, and their attitudes are wrong. I'm telling you from my experience. I'm telling you I'm out here in the field. I'm out here doing showcases. But I'm out here trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you from.
But Sip, out of all them artists that you saying, or that you encountered, how many of them really mattered? Like on a scale of things, how many of them really invest money in their craft? How many of them actually got fans? How many of them? See, a lot of the dudes that come with that bullshit, what I call it, is dudes that just in the way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Majority.
Yeah, they're not
but
mature.
It's a lot of dudes that you speak of in the way.
In the way. And it's true. And I said that to my man because people around us is like that too. This goes to your friends too. Like they might see, it's like a team thing. You might see one of the players on your team that's on fire, but you still trying to take the shot.
Yes.
Nah, man, pass the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's where our problem is at. It's all about my team and the people around. No, my nigga. If somebody, if let's say JG Riff right now is the next kid that is going to come out of DC and fuck them over, then the whole city needs to get behind JG Riff. Just because he's the nicest one. It's not because he's down with so-and-so or he's my man. No, he's the nicest one. This is who we pushing as the city. You You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to do that because, like I said, everybody want to rap. Everybody got a label. Everybody's in the way. And it's like I'm not discrediting people because I'm not gonna be the one to tell you don't follow your dreams or don't invest in yourself. But it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money, sacrifice and hard work for you to pain. A lot of now spending time with your family. A lot of lonely moments. A lot of shit that takes to be in a position that you want. And unless you're willing to make that sacrifice, encourage the next person it is, my man.
So I'm sorry not to cut you off. So what you're telling me is basically we can't tell somebody's music.
He just say have a more positive outlook of things and stop trying to poison the mind of people. Try to teach them versus saying that they're having that mentality. You see what I'm saying? And by you saying that, you actually hurt not even them, but you hurting us, like around this table right now. You help us like breed those new breeds to work together.
I mean, and it's cool, yo, man. It's cool to tell somebody this shit trash, bro. Like. It's like niggas never went to the basketball court and was garbage and got picked. Nigga, you was in the bench. It's cool. Like if you can't be honest with people, then that's the part. You got the internet, you got all this shit going on, and if you say something to somebody, if you say something to somebody, you're a hater and whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with certain people because one, I don't have to, and two, it's like if I don't see like. There's a lot of kids that come up to me and might have some banging ass songs. Now these niggas songs might be fire, my nigga, but they attitude sucks, or they some lazy motherfuckers, or they this, that, and the third. So then that to me, I don't care how fire your music is, because me and you gonna get into it over all this other shit that you got going on. So I'd rather a kid that comes to me hungry, he might not be the nicest ever, but he's gonna work every day, bust his ass to become that nice dude, then I'ma help him all the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I see in the youngers that I be working on with right now, like I go to my crib, they sleeping in my basement all day. They don't want to leave. They get up, they record, they hear a beat, they jump on it. But that reminds me of when I started rapping. I'm like, damn, this the part that I lost, that I fell in love with, because when it became a business, it became more like, oh, I gotta do this song for this crowd, and I gotta do this. No, these niggas just in there making songs and having fun, and that's what the city need to have. Like, this is the vibe that we need to promote, instead of promoting that bullshit that they keep telling us, that no, we not gonna make it, that no, we're crabs in a barrel. All that, man, fuck all that shit, man. We got 10 people signed right now on tour right now. And people still talking that they overlooking DC. You know why? Because them 10 people that they signed wasn't the people that they wanted to sign. See, DC so stuck into, we need a Gucci man or we need a Young Dolph or one of these gangsta ass rappers to be representing us, that they overlook all the quality music that we got, and all the good kids is getting signed and holding us down. All of it, from the Logics to the Gold Links. These people getting nominated for Grammys, opening up in front of 30, 40,000, and we look at them like they anything. You know what I'm saying? We look at them like, oh, so what? Logic is on. It ain't my man. It ain't so and so for 37.
Sad. Just sad. When this shit is said and done, man, I guess one day when people do a documentary on me, I guess they will see what I'm about. But that mentality, Sip, is like, man, like, again, man, like, help us.
Where that comes from is because I want to see it win. I'm a part of the industry. I want to see people. I want to see the industry. I want to see the area win. And I feel like us sugarcoating shit and us not.
It's not sugarcoating.
It's not. It's like I feel like we making. I feel like we like when we say stuff like that, we making excuses for it. We making excuses for that.
Here's where I'm coming from. I've worked with so many people, like just for owning the studio, like the commercial studio in public places, and having meetings with people, managers and stuff like that. I've seen so many people who want to work together. Like, that mentality is like, it no longer exists to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's like last time Gordo was like a year ago, right? He told me, yo, bro, I'm building a studio, come by whenever you want, and I got to record in the studio. Typically, you hear, nah, we competing, no, blah, 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 blah. That would be the energy. And that was the energy I got from it. You feel me? Yeah. So what I'm saying, I meet people like Gordo on a daily basis that tells me, yo, you're doing this, you're doing that, but guess what? If we can do it together, let me know. Yeah. So I don't feel the crab in the barrel mentality.
And
it's sort of, I see artists.
And it's more than just a crab in the barrel.
I see artists who work out of the studio who are on who are signed and popular, and a regular guy who's not even like signed do a dope ass hook or whatever, and he would do a feature with him, and I don't see no money being asked for, nothing like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's I mean, you gotta understand, man, where we come from. It's fucked up. I mean, DC is fucked up. People mentality fucked up. We came a long way. And I'm not trying to sugarcoat how messed up it is when it comes down to music, business, whatever. But at the same token, we gotta be optimistic. Like we gotta grow. I said we gotta grow. And if we don't, and it takes a few bunch to change it. And even if it don't change, then I'm saying we tried. We gotta go hard though. We can't look at it and be like, oh, this shit fucked up, so what?
Right.
It's like that's the reason I started working with kids, because I feel like I went to work in a high school and I seen how I feel like a lot of the, no disrespect to the teachers out there, but I feel like a lot of people that work in the school be there for a check. It's not really for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So me going there and knowing that a lot of teachers and people in my life influenced me to do the right thing, I feel like I could go in the school system and be a difference and motivate kids to do something else, even if it's through my music. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what made me there, because I feel it's easier for me to be like, oh no, them kids is fucked up. Let them be fucked up. Let me walk this way.
Yep.
You know, it's easy for me to do that. Like, I could do that anytime. People always talk about why you don't do events for Stop the Violence and all that, because me and my brothers, man, we actually keep 30, 40 kids off the streets every day by letting them come to our studio and helping them with their careers and teaching them to stay out the street. We actually doing that. So when people go marching and talking about Stop the Violence and all, these people get a check and go home and really don't give a fuck about these kids. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be a hypocrite and be out here trying to march for the gram. I'm actually going to do it every day. I'm going to go in the school system. I don't have to. I don't need the money. But I go there and I work and I do it and volunteer my time. You know why? Because that's more important for me than anything that I could get. You know what I'm saying? It's important for me to promote this culture to the kids and be like, you could be whatever the fuck you want. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck that they saying that nobody comes out of DC and make it. You crazy. You know what I'm saying? I could show you a list of people that made it. That's our job to do. Not to highlight the bad, but to show them the good. Now, if they want to go the bad way, then fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? We good money anyway. But it's just you know, I love my city, man. I want this shit to win, and
let's go win. We're already winning.
Yeah, we winning right now.
Yeah, we won. We done.
Nobody can fuck with us, man.
Nobody, not right now.
Nah, we like the Warriors for real on the low, and we don't even know it.
Yeah, I know it. I see it. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But Gordo, music. What can we expect?
Music, man. I got an EP that I'm working with David Corey. We got our first single, Coco Tail. We dropping that in a few weeks. We just shot the video in Miami. Stupid. It was like a movie. I mean, like one of my best videos I shot. I'm dropping a lot of singles and a lot of things with the Spanish world. We gonna start really like touring now with a couple of cats, and that's really what I'm on touring and dropping singles. I don't really got a project. And as far as like just All Is On Entertainment, man, All Is On Music, that's my brother's label, Wale, BIC. Y'all follow him. And we got a couple of artists right now. They got the streets going. Twinsky, JG Riff, Mojo, Mike Brown, the list goes on.
Mike Brown, I'm a big fan of Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike Brown is
still ain't been through here yet.
I know.
Yeah, we gotta bring him. I can bring him.
You mentioned 4 people that once we get off here, I'm gonna talk to you about.
Yeah.
The CEO, he changed his number. Mike David Corey.
Yeah.
CEO. Mike Brown. There's 4 guys you mentioned. Yeah, is who come.
Yeah.
I've been talking to E, but I guess he just changed his number, whatever.
Yeah, E, you know what I'm saying? He's a wild boy, but
yeah, he like, come through.
Yeah, my team right now is Man, it's like it's such a motivation, like just a motivation to see all the time that we put into music. Like you said, I had a chance to work with Glizzy, with Fat Trell, with everybody, and we never really like got the credit for it. And not saying I got the credit for it like as far as from them, cause they show me mad love. My relationship with Trell and Glizzy and them is lovely. Like this is my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Right. But as far as the city, musically, they really act like we ain't really had nothing to do with a lot of the music stuff. But to get a chance now to get these young dudes, and I'm saying, you know, Swipey was fucking with us before he got killed. RIP to him, and just get a chance to work with all these young new talents and all these dudes right now is a wonderful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing in the city right now.
So again, we know, all of us, I'm guessing the rules know who you are and what you have done. What do you think is the issue why what you guys have done is not being recognized, especially like with the Glizzy and the Trell? What do you think is the issue? What do you think? I
really don't think it's an issue. Like, I feel like we as a team, we revolutionized a lot of things that happen in the city as far as like the way people work with each other and the way people move. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just for purpose, like, you know, when a lot of people don't know about all the zone entertainment. And I don't know why.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Stop.
And that's really
stop right there. So the question I'm asking is not really, it's an indirect question.
Okay.
So again, you were part of, you know, the Trail, the Glizzy, blah blah blah, and you mentioned you work with these new guys, these new kids, right? And what I'm saying to you is that I'm not sure where the if it's all is on ENT issue or the actual act you guys are working with. And what I'm saying to you is that there are people out there. Forget about you, forget about Trail, Glizzy, and the new people you're working with. It's more for like a formula recipe I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So people who don't understand what happened there, I'm trying to get you to tell me why they don't understand you, so we can understand, so that we can get information to see how important it is to be affiliated or to learn from what you guys have done. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, you know, like I could never sit here and take credit for nothing that they done, because both of them or everybody that I work with bust their ass to get what they ask. So I can't say here, oh, they there because of me or not.
No.
But like to you know, but sometimes it takes, like, even when you go to the gym, it's like if you're in the gym and you're working out, you go work out by yourself, you're gonna quit. You're gonna be like, man, I'm done for the day.
Right.
But if you got that trainer right there telling you, nah, man, you got another 100 push-ups in you, you got this in you, boom, and he pushing you, and that motivates you to do it, then you gotta credit that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta credit that motivation. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel with a lot of people, like they got it to their certain position, and it was like they asked them how you got here or who helped you, and it was like everybody else but. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else but the people that was there. Like, I'll be like, even with Wale and them, it's like a lot of people around you, but it's a lot of people that started, it's not there. Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm getting at. That's
yeah, and like to an extent, like I don't hold no grudges.
I know you don't care.
I don't care.
And that's why I kind of say I want to take you out of it and them out of it. But I'm just trying to make sure that we as a culture here don't make the same, not even a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure we understand the importance of the link that happened. I'm not saying you guys should take credit or feel some type of way.
But to their defense, it also comes down to me or to us. At the time, we wasn't ready for what was going on.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like everything else is like, you know, a lot of things that happened at the time, we probably could have been like, we could have benefited from if we would have been on top of our shit.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm not mad at them, because to give them credit, it was like we expected for you to be like, yo, nah, dog, look, make this move, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Throw us the oop, but the oop was probably already there.
And you just didn't grab it.
We didn't grab it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like more like, you knew what to do, you could have told us, but you still brought us around to to be around and even make work to play ourselves. So it's like it was kind of like it wasn't nobody's fault, to put it like that.
Okay.
So it was nobody's fault, but now it's like we older now, and I done had a conversation with every one of them, and everybody's hyped really to work with me because it's a Spanish thing too. Like a lot of them want to do a lot of Latin trap records, and you know what I'm saying, and we in a good space. Wale's in a good space with a new deal. Shot Glitzy's in a good space right now. Everything that's going on. Trail back home, he back getting shit on. So it's all love right now. Like I don't really. Everything is just back then, and now we lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
man. So
Big Sip, my man.
once again, thank you for coming through,
Man,
brother.
we out here, man. It's always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man.
Also from radio, man. I fuck with y'all.
Your family, man.
Yeah, you know
you a living legend, dog.
I gotta come over here and record some shit, man. I've been bullshitting.
I've been bullshitting.
Yeah, no lie.
Prayers don't let you smoke no drogers in the studio, so I know that be kind
Nah,
of
it's
fucking
cool.
with the vibe
I go in the car, man. You know me. I smoke before I come, man.
Nah, but we gotta get in the studio though. Real talk.
Nah, for real, man. You know, it's about creating a good vibe, man. You know what I'm saying, like, and before I leave, man, shout out to my man Mike D'Angelo, man. I think I think what he doing and everything that he doing right now should be more highlighted. And a lot of the artists and a lot of the people in entertainment or anything that's having to do with the city need to get behind that kid, because it takes a lot of courage and really like to have a lot of love in your heart for you to do the things that he doing, man. Salute to him, because that's my man. I know him from before when he was making beats in the basement at Edgewood and the Free Community Center. He had the studio down there at the community center, and he was trying to help everybody in that building record. So he been that way from day one. So salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Mike D'Angelo, man.
That's my brother,
Be legendary, man. Real shit. Yeah. I fucks with him, man. Like I can't even walk from Georgia Ave to Petworth or something. Like, this nigga walked all the way to Philly, my nigga. Like, that shit is crazy to me. It takes a lot, man. And you know, like his message is bigger than what he actually did. You know what I'm saying? And people got to get behind him, man, and start overlooking the legendary shit that people around us is doing every day. Stop just assuming that things supposed to be that way. And nah, bro, like these kids are really doing some amazing shit right now. Like Rico Nasty and all these artists, they doing some amazing shit right now outside of DC, Maryland, Virginia, to put on for us. And we need to salute them. And every time you see them, tell them, nigga, tell them your shit is hot. Tell them you appreciate what they doing, because at the end of the day, as an artist, that's all you want. I don't want no money. I don't want nothing for nobody. I just want support. I just want you to tell me, you know what, Gordo, you going out there putting on for us, that made us proud, man. And we fuck with you. Come to my show, hear my shit, my nigga. Support me. That's all. It costs nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's all people we want as an artist. That's it. That to show that all them nights that you fight with your girl and that you fight with your family and that you not there for some birthdays and some shit sacrificing for this is worth it. You know what I'm saying? You could look at your family in the eyes and be like, see, that's why I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people will get it one day and hopefully not too long, so we could all enjoy it. We could all be rich as fuck and laugh about this shit one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be somewhere in a big radio station like the morning, like the Breakfast Club or something. You know what I'm saying? And we could, and we can talk about this day. You feel me? But it's all love, man.
It's all
Salute.
love, man.
Any
shout out,
outs you want to get out the way?
man. Shout out
What you
all his
working
own
on?
music, man. All his own music. JG Rev, man, where's Sony, man? That tape is out right now. Download it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Follow everybody on my team, man. Shout out to Wardy, CEO, and everybody, man. Come check out my studio, Starlight Studio in Gaithersburg. And you know what I'm saying? We just working, man. Follow the kid, man. I'm about to get on my funny shit on IG. And we gonna start turning up, man.
Yeah, and bring me some others on again next time you coming through, man.
Man, I got you, man. I need some of that Getty joint.
The Getty, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, no, you better got some for them. Don't.
I got you.
Don't get. I was about to say. You be forgetting about me and Sip.
I just placed an order. I got you. Sip, I got you, bro. Hey, somebody killed me this motherfucker. I swear to God. For the past 2 months, nigga been literally going up my neck, yo. But I got you though.
Man, you already know, man. It's all love, man. I love everything y'all doing. Again, I just told Joy I came over here to see her. She in Miami. She tried to trade place with me and shit.
Yeah, but, you was in Miami, right?
Yeah, I was just in Miami for a week. But, salute everything y'all doing, man. Love always, man. Anything that I could do, anything that I could help with, me, my team, anything, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Salute.
Likewise, man. Thank you, bro.